Alright, so I'm gonna let you guys know why you guys are saying his name wrong. And you guys are all talking about God this and Jesus that. And you guys are all wrong, man. He even tells you nobody worships him on this earth at the end of days. And you guys are not worshiping him. You guys don't. I'm telling you. Check this out, man. It is written. Alright? This is how you know who he is. It is written from the sound and just like the order of things. Alright? You guys are out of order. Look, I'm gonna let you know. First off, that word God comes from people that worship dragons and lightning, serpents and lightning, okay? Alright? All these people worship lightning and serpents, alright? They worship the physical. They worship what they can see with their eyes. Shiny stuff, you know what I mean? That's their word, God. They ride on dragon boats and they throw lightning at you. That's what these people worship, alright? Like Zeus or Loki or Thor or some stuff like that. Lucifer, all that mess. That's what they worship. Dragons and stuff like that. I'm telling you. Alright? Now if we go back over here, look, the Most High, he sent his angels. His angels are messengers. His messengers are pretty much just like his son. His son is his word. So his son, Yashahyah, which is in his name, AHAYA, wouldn't his angel also have his name? Mikhayah. Mikhayah. Okay? That's how you say it, not Michael. Michael that's those people that's like I said, man, they changed these names around from Yah to Jah to Jesus to where it's not even Yashahyah no more. It's all Zeus and stuff. They all Zeus it up, you know what I mean? And they all God it up, you know what I mean? They take the meaning out of things. So the reason why you know it's Mikhayah right here, because there's two things that the Most High likes, that AHAYA-ASHAR-AHAYA likes. AHAYA-ASHAR-AHAYA likes. Check this out. He likes good measurement, that's where we get the word mishar, or the word measurement comes from the word mishar. Meshar, all right, evenness, uprightness, equity, meshar, right? Now you see that comes from the word Yashar, okay? Be smooth, straight, or right. And you know Yashahyah is righteous, right hand son, right, straight, smooth. He's straight, he's right, upright. All right, so meshar is like uprightness, sort of, you know what I mean? And Yashar is right, you know what I mean? So you got Yah and May. All right, so Meshar and Yashar. You got Michael and you got Yashahyah. You got Moses and you got Yashahyah, but their names have to go with his name. So it's not Moses, because Moses goes with Zeus, just like Jesus goes with Zeus, just like Jews go with Zeus, just like Zeus go with Zeus. All right. So what you got to understand is you got Yashar, so instead of Moses, it would be Mosheh. Like Yasha. That's what we're speaking here. Mosheh. Mosheh, like Yasha. Okay? From Masha. Just like Meshar is from Yashar. Because Yashahyah is the root. He's the father's son. He's the word of the Most High. He's the word of the Most High. And even the prophets have the word of the Most High in them. That's why he said Moses is not Moses, it's Mosheh, and his name is in him. He said, if you would have believed Mosheh, then you would have believed me. You would believe in me. So, check this out. You got me, not Michael, just like it's not Moses. It's because El is Saturn, El is Satan. Alright? So we know this. So you got to go Mikhayah. Okay? Because Yah is his mark, is the mark of AHAYA. Yah is a mark also. It's written. It's more than just a word. It's a mark, it's a word, it's a number, it's all this. Yah is all this, okay? So Mikhayah. Okay? So like Mishar or measure, and you got Yashahyah, which would be Yashar. You know what I mean? Righteous, right and righteous. You got the commandments, and you got the word. The word is Amra, and you got the commandments, which is the Torah. Okay? So he give you these things in twos. You know what I mean? Like he always would pair these things up for you. Alright? And all of them come through the QADOSH. Okay? So you got, this is how you know, man, like so the Y and the M is where is like those two markers that let me know. Alright? So it's not Jehovah, okay? It's not Yehovah, okay? It's, they're saying that comes from Hava, and we know that the V didn't even exist, just like the J didn't exist. So it was Haya, okay? It says to become right there, but it's not that. It's from AHAYA. They don't capitalize stuff either, so they don't put no respect on nothing, man. Haya. Okay, it's a prime root, to fall out, to come to pass, to be. And look at the trend. Mikhayah. Okay? Who is like. Alright? And Yashahyah, he is. You know what I mean? Like Mashar is like Yashar. So Mikhayah is like AHAYA-ASHAR. Do you get it? AHAYA-ASHAR-AHAYA, because Yashahyah is in there. So I'm showing you this, man. So all this Jah is from Yah, to let you know, okay? Because J wasn't there. Jah is from Yah, and that Yahweh and Jehovah, I already showed you, is from Hava, which is from Haya, Ahaya. Now, here's another thing I needed to show you. This is one of the most important parts. So this word right here, Haya. Look at the writing for it. The Hebrew writing. All right, doesn't that look familiar? It looks familiar, doesn't it? That's the name. Okay, but we say Ahaya because the Ah is a Yah, but we don't pronounce the Yah when it's in the front of the word. All right, it's a Ah in the front, and at the end it's a Yah. All right, and the mark would be when they went to so you see the apostrophe right here? That apostrophe right there? That is Yah, okay? That's Yah. Now you see how they say Jehovah or Yehovah right here? Look at how they write it. You see that? Don't that look familiar? That's Haya. But they're missing this has the apostrophe. And we already know that the Yeh is a Yah. So, and it's not supposed to be in front of, it's not supposed to be a Y in front of there. It's supposed to be an A. Ahaya. That V is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a Y. Alright? Just like this. Alright? Do you see that sign right there? This right here is the word Haya. All you got to do is put another apostrophe in front of it right here. And it will be Ahaya, not Jehovah. Not Yehovah. Okay? Why? See, they getting this V from. You see what I mean? They just changed the whole thing around. Alright? Because that apostrophe right there is supposed to represent Yah, not Yeh. Because this right here, Hova, is supposed to represent Haya. That's why they say it represents Hava. And they don't even have a sign for it. Okay? You feel me? And it says 1933. So to let you know when they were creating this mess. Anyway, so it's Ahaya. Okay, you got to understand how to write it, what they mean when they write it, what these signs and symbols that rule the world. All right, all this stuff down here is secondhand. This is secondhand writing translations. This is actually written, and this is actually translation, but false translation. It's, what did they say? Approximation, estimation. All right, because they had fear of they weren't bold. Let's just say that. You got to be bold to get into heaven. All right. You know, like, you got to have faith, fam. So, yeah. Now that you understand, all right, did I make myself clear? It says, Yah is the name of God of Israel. So there is no God. We don't say it like that. It's Yah, the name of Yah of Israel, of Yasharal. Because that L is Saturn, remember? So it's Yasharal. See? They keep trying to throw this stuff in there, bro. They keep trying to throw the fallen angel technology or the fallen angel technical terms in there and prefixes and suffixes and they just messing with the tots and jittles and tots to confuse you. It's just coding, it's programming. This is neuro-linguistic programming because it's traumatizing, because people have been beat into worshiping false gods. I mean, the false Yah. Like, if it's not Yah, it's not Yah, period. You say God, you ain't saying Yah, period. You know what I mean? You say Jehovah, you're not saying AHAYA, period. You're saying Yehovah, you're not saying AHAYA. You saying Yeh, you're not saying Yah. Okay? It's just where it is. Because Yeh is left hand and Yah is right hand. That's why it's Yashar. That's why it's Yamin. That's why it's Bain Yamin. And they try to switch it to bin. Like Yeh. Come on, man. See, these cats, they got a slick tongue, and that's why they hook you guys. We judge for every careless word that comes out of our mouth. The only way out of Babylon is to change who you call on. Because who you call on, your steps are ordered to go to. So if you're calling on Babylon, you're still stuck in Babylon, and you're only going to be moving around to Babylon, destination Babylon. All right? Like the word that we have inside of us is able to take us, navigate the heavens, the stars, all dimensions and depths. Okay? But if you only speak in Babylon, that's the only dimension you stuck in. That's because Babylon has been thrown into wandering and lost. There is no navigation. You're only to Babylon, you're in a ball. You're gonna be stuck in one big circle, and there will be no change. They will just constantly, it's a broken record of singing about change, but it's nothing new under the sun. This is Babylon. You guys have to freaking wake up out of this, because like I said, there's nothing new under the sun, and just like the world was destroyed before, it's going to be destroyed again, and a time is a tick-a-tocking away. All right, and they're taking away everybody telling the truth so that they can sweeten the pot for all of the losers that fall short and live their life and love their life so much that they lived in fear of losing their life because another man, flesh and blood, or some broken man that is possessed in blood by wicked forces and dark, demons and fallen angels and stuff like that, man. Like, it's stuff that you guys don't believe in, but you do believe in. Like, everything about you swears about it. Everything about you dresses up like it. Everything about you is a clone and carbon copy of it. That's why, like, the flesh is the sin. Like, you got to deny the flesh. Denying the flesh shames the flesh, because the flesh, has to compete to live. You are a breath of life, so it's competing to be you more than you. It's trying to replace you. It's gonna use you up. You know what I mean? And gonna ditch you. You know what I mean? As soon as the lights come on, like some cockroaches. You know what I mean? Because the darkness cannot stand the light, and the true light is the word of AHAYA. All right, the word of AHAYA-ASHAR-AHAYA, QADOSH, is Yashahyah, and they are QADASH, RUACH. They are one. They are all together, one. Double-edged sword. You say one, you're saying the other. That's the way it is. Double-edged sword that comes out of the mouth. You say one, you're saying the other. You cannot say one without saying the other's name. So when you're saying Jesus, the Jews worshiping Saturn, Jupiter, because they have the star of Saturn, the star of Remphan, the star of Satan, the star of Molech, and Jupiter. Where do you think you get the word Jew from? Okay, Jupiter. What does Jupiter stand for? You throwing Jews in pits? I don't know, but Jupiter is a zoo pit, the king of the pit, the bottomless pit. Zoo, animal, flesh, zoo, pit. Okay, so Jupiter, Zeus. Why? So if Zeus is Jupiter, then why don't you just call it Zeus Jupiter? Why is this Jupiter? Because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I'm trying to tell you. Just like, why don't you, if Saturn is Satan, why don't you call Saturn Satan? No, they know what they're doing. It's the star of Remphan. it's all this other mess. All right, man. You guys, this is all the planets are named after Greek deities, gods, what they call gods. And you already know the people that worship the word God worship Gothic. They worship gut. They worship the flesh. They worship serpents and lightning bolts. Okay? And they worship dragons and lightning bolts. Alright? So, like death and hell and all that mess. And the image of heaven. They like the appearance of good things. Even the word good has nothing to do with God. Check this out. Look at that. Even reading it, it says popular etymology has long derived God from good, but I'm in the middle of a video recording.
Is that?
I'm recording a video right now. My bad.
All right, I'm recording on my video.
Yes.
Hey, I gotta tell you that they don't want you on the property. You have to head out, okay?
I work here.
She just called me.
Not on me.
I know.
She probably called on the homeless lady over there. I work here.
You know
I'm here every day.
I know that, and you always hang out over here. Can you walk in with me so I can say, hey, this is who we have over here, so it shouldn't be an issue?
Yeah, no problem. Maybe the machine probably called on you. I don't, or called me.
No, he's good.
Man, I'm in the middle of this video. It's 20 minutes long. I'm trying not to have to edit this. Popular etymology shows. Oh man, I can't even pause this. Or can I? Oh. Alright, I had to pause the video and deal with that for a minute, but here we go. I'm gonna finish it up. Got interrupted by Babylon. Babylon walk up on you. Babylon is a lion on the prowl looking for any man to devour. Hope this construction is not too loud for you guys. So as I was saying, it just clearly tells you right here in front of your face. It tells you right to your face. Popular etymology has long derived God from good, but a comparison of the forms shows this to be an error. Moreover, the notion of goodness is not conspicuous in the heathen conception of deity, and in good itself is the ethical sense is comparatively late. All right, so they're telling you right here to your face in the etymology dictionary that when you're in church and you're over there like, oh, God is good and this and that, see, in your mind, the concept the word itself, it applies in relation to how you've been taught, like programmed to apply it. So let's say if you didn't have the word good and it was something else, all right, and you didn't have the word God and it was something else, he would still be that. You know what I mean? He would still be it still exists. It's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hear it, did it fall? Yeah, it did. Okay? It's a matter of fact. All right? So you can call it what you want. You can reverse etymology and folk etymology or whatever you guys want to call this. You guys can change stuff around to suit your political agendas. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, they're reaping a lot of souls to hell. Straight up. Straight up. Because that's it's a deception and it's an illusion. And people are fighting for it tooth and nail, and blood has been shed for it. Families are divided over this. But the Most High, AHAYA-ASHAR-AHAYA, AHAYA-ASHAR-AHAYA, Bashim Yashaya-QADDISH, Bashim RUACH said it would happen. He said it would happen. It was all prophesied, written. Okay? And he came to die for you, to let it know it was it's done. And he was he rose from the dead, from the dead. All right? Rose from death. You guys are worshiping death. How you gonna rise from something that you're worshiping from? You're heading headlong into it. If you worship flesh, then you're going to be stuck in it. Like, you got to believe over it, not believe in it. All right? And the only way to believe over this world is to change the word that comes out of your mouth that stems directly from the heart. And for lack of knowledge is an idle mind for the devil to have a playground, and for you to have a heart that cannot be that cannot survive. The heart needs order, it needs activity, it needs attention. If the heart has no definition, it has no direction, it has no law, or what you call law, but it has no Torah, it has no, it's careless, a careless heart. You know what I mean? It's not gonna have it's not gonna be. A careless heart is not a heart at all. It's not a heart at all, actually. That's like saying science and it's like saying conscious and unconscious. If it's not conscious, it's unconscious, period. No matter how you write it up. If it's not conscious, it's unconscious. So if science comes out of conscience, then it's unconscious. If carelessness comes out of your heart, then it's not a heart. Okay? You get it? Saying these cats got hearts of stone, and the Most High told you we'd have hearts of stone. He said he'd replace that heart and give you a heart of flesh. A heart is supposed to be soft, caring, conforming, comforting. So, it's a place for the soul. Warm. Hot. Who knows? A heart is just the seed of what it grows into. You know what I mean? So, be careful about what comes out of the mouth, because it tells you what you fertilized it with in your heart. You know, put some care into your heart. Put some resolve. Finish things. Don't half-ass it. Finish. And that makes a better heart. You know what I mean? Will. The heart without the will, how can you care? It doesn't. And if you don't have the conscience, then you're unconscious. And if you're unconscious, then you don't have the care. If you don't have the care, then you don't have a soul. And if you don't have a soul, then you have no life. And if you don't have life, then you know it's not too late. Let's just say that. All right, guys. I think I said enough for today. But I want you guys to really consider this, having a conversation with people that are leading you in this it shouldn't say leading you, but people that are more so closer to you in your everyday day-to-day, that pretty much try to rule over you with these things. Just don't bring it to them. Just wait for them to bring it to you, and then boom, bust it out on them. Let them know the truth. Bam, that's how it is. Brighten up the day. You know what I mean? Chase away the confusion. Because at the end of the day, everything around you is built off of the truth. Everything around you at least mocks or mimics the truth. If it's not the truth, it cannot stand without the truth. All right? So I'm just here to let you guys know and break that bread with you. So, yeah, man, do the math. Be a man. That's what this is all about. Being a man, being a male, caring. You know what I mean? So, please watch the rest of my videos. I put just as much care as I did in this into those, and even more. But I care about all my videos. I care about everything that I put out there for you guys to consume, and I hope it eventually becomes I become a chef of wonderful service, a chef of AHAYA to the Rabbah. You guys have a good one.